Now, play as a tool is underutilized because there are many people who would dismiss it, and many people who would undervalue it. So when we can notice within ourselves what comes up when we say, okay, do you know what? This week or next month, I'm going to have play as the forefront of my strategy, my marketing strategy in my business. I'm going to bring all of the play, all of the fun, all of the playfulness. Let's bring in loads more joy, loads more laughter. What happens is your energy and your frequency within your body is much, much higher. You are more magnetic. The energy of play. That's what this episode is all about. I wanted to bring it to your ears around success and the successful people that I get to work with that I'm honored to support. They allow themselves to be playful. They allow themselves to play in the field of possibilities. They allow themselves to generate time to just play in the space of expansion, the space of excitement, the space of what if and what's really possible. And when we allow ourselves to be in this space, we are detaching from security or structure or safety in some ways when we are allowing ourselves to feel free. Why it is so powerful and why it is so potent and why it is so underutilized is that people think that, or there is a perception of when people are in this area of play and having fun, then they're not creating a serious business or really serious about the impact that they're here to make. And actually, in my experience with the clients that I've supported, this couldn't be further from the truth. The people who are brave enough, courageous enough, and vulnerable enough to show their playful sides, their playful nature, and to play in their growth, they allow other people to see that side of them. And it has what's known as a kind of mirroring effect, whereby it gives people permission to not be so serious themselves, or to play a little bit more themselves, or to take their foot off the gas a little bit more, or to release a little bit of control. And all of these things have a huge impact on people's growth and their success. Now, play as a tool is underutilized because there are many people who would dismiss it. There are many people who would undervalue it. There are many people who wouldn't be able to get their head around it. And this is no judgment. This is just an observation. There are many people who would belittle it. There are many people who wouldn't take it seriously. So when we can notice within ourselves what comes up when we say, okay, do you know what? This week or next month, I'm going to have play as the forefront of my strategy, my marketing strategy in my business. I'm going to bring all of the play, all of the fun, all of the playfulness. Let's bring in loads more joy, loads more laughter. What happens is your energy and your frequency within your body is much, much higher. You are more magnetic. You are more in the space of what brings you joy if you feel aligned with this. Now, if you are somebody that's incredibly shy, that doesn't really do this kind of thing, that's not, the play to them would be a more tailored down version, and that would feel good for them, then do that. This is about being in alignment with yourself of what play is for you. So, for example, I love obstacle courses and I love going through the mud and I love all of those kind of things. It's really quite playful for me, even though it might be like 10 miles and pretty tough. It's actually quite playful, and it gets me into the energy of having fun and quite playful nature, and I don't take it too seriously. I don't enter them to win or anything like that. To somebody else, that would be like, that is definitely not my, there's no play in that. There's no fun in that. There's no laughter. That is just absolute brutal physical challenge. So you have to be able to see, okay, when I tune into myself and I think about my own energy, and when I think about what's really good and fun and light and playful to me, then how can I bring this into as my successful life, whether that is in my hobbies, whether that is in my connections, in my relationships, whether that is in my home life, whether that is in what food I'm eating, whether that is in the business, whatever it might be. How can I bring that in to my life? How can I do more of those things? How can I allow myself to be in that space of abundance and joy and happiness and real excitement and possibilities of what's next, what's next, what's next. So the energy of success is all around finding the energy and the energetic alignment that works for you. How can you bring yourself into such coherence that you are unshakable, unstoppable, and limitless? Play is like rocket fuel to this. Absolute rocket fuel, because when you can anchor in your true play, like for example, for me, it would be something like giddiness. I remember a client and we were working on this giddiness piece. How can you feel giddy? How can you allow yourself to feel giddy? What is it within that allows you to really shine? How can you bring more of that into your work? What really allows that to be a big part of your mission or your vision? How can you allow yourself to bring this excitement or this anticipation or this eagerness or this like electric energy? Where can you play with that? This is what this is all about. Where can you play in that energy of potentiality and possibilities, but also that energy within yourself of play, that energy of the little child in you, the childlike behaviors? Can you go and do a forward roll? Can you do a cartwheel? Can you do things that you did as a child that brought you so much joy? Can you go and swing on the swings? Can you spin around? Can you do the things that allowed you to move that energy through yourself and through your body and bring incredible joy to yourself? Now, in a strategic sense, in terms of scaling success using play, what it allows you to do is get into this frequency of detaching from the enormity of your mission or the impact that's like scaling so big throughout the world in what you do, or the aspect of yourself that feels a little bit vulnerable, and you bring that part into you and you love that part even more. And what happens with this is you are bringing yourself into more completeness within yourself, also more cohesion within yourself, and allow you to really move through and enjoy the expansion and the possibilities of what's yet to come. Play is so much fun. I want you to really think as you listen to this episode, what could you bring into your life? Just one small moment first, one small thought, one piece of awareness, and then how can you bring in more of them? More micro moments of joy, more magical moments of success, more magical experiences of play. How can you share this work with others? How can you create playful times? How can you create more times to have playful conversations? How can you be in the state of play more and more? And how can you bring it into your life in a way that feels fun? So one of the ways that I had a massive energy shift then with a yawn. One of the ways that I do this is about looking yourself in the mirror, telling yourself how much fun, how much can I play today? Oh my goodness, look, play is written all over your face. How can I bring in more play? What could I do today? How could I do it today? And then allowing yourself to really sort of see yourself like you might not have seen yourself before. See yourself as a child, or see yourself in this more playful nature, or see yourself as really expansive, and play in that possibilities, play in your imagination, play in the what if, play in the field of possibilities, play in the magnetism, play in the expansion, and play in the unknown. And when you get more used to this and play it more, you allow yourself to speed up these processes, you allow yourself to get in them very quick, and you will see the manifestations come faster and faster and faster, like never, ever before. So let me know what are the things that you're going to bring into your life that feel playful? What feels light? What feels fun? What feels like you're going to detach from the outcome? How can you get yourself in a state of giddiness so that you are just so much joy brings into your life and you just get and feel much more alive and aligned with who you really are and what you're here to do? Let me know what comes up for you as you listen to this episode.